Who is this dummy this time? A lost meal card is posted in the moment. An ideal university life should be study, exercise, and getting a boyfriend. The reality questionnaires, code scanning, and looking for meal card.
Mate, what a pity. Someone lost a meal card, but you are taking pleasure in his misfortune. Everyone has to use a meal card in the canteen.
That's right. It's really annoying to lose the meal card, but our food card is really convenient. You can transfer money with a simple swipe. How is it possible?
The magic of our meal card is that it uses electronic money with RFID technology. RFID is a wireless communication technology. We rely on it to transfer the electronic money in the card account.
A little meal card has that technology in it. So what is electronic money?
Electronic money is already everywhere in our lives. Let's ask the teacher to tell us about it.
Love life, love e-commerce. Welcome to this e-commerce course. The topic of this lecture is e-money. We'll talk about definition and classification of e-money, as well as e-wallet. What is e-money? E-money is electronic information with basic function of currency. The basic function of currency include value scales. Circulation means, storage means, payment means, and world currency. Its circulation means, storage means, and payment means are realized by the means of electronic information and supported by computers, communications, network system, and public information platform. The e-money uses cash to exchange information representing the same amount of currency from the e-money issue division and make the payment through the network. In the click, the students go to the cafeteria to swipe their cards for a meal. Here, they swiped away the e-money stored in the card. Specially, e-money can be divided into three types: credit card, e-cash, and e-check. Now, let's look at them one by one. First, credit card. What is credit card? It's a credit payment instrument issued by a bank to the public. The function include consumption credit, transfer and settlement, cash deposit and withdrawal, and identity recognition. Bank cards include debit cards, credit cards, and QSI credit card. Debit card can be used for consumption and cash withdrawal with deposit, interest, and no overdraft. PINs are generally required. Credit card holder can spend first and pay later with amount of credit generated by the bank. The QSI credit card requires a deposit or guarantor. Deposit first and spend later. The deposit interests are calculated and a small amount of overdraft is allowed. Repayment must be paid off once for all. Interest-free period and minimum repayment do not apply. Credit card payment method can be divided into two types. One is based on SSL protocol, and the other is based on SAT protocol. However, the SAT protocol is more complicated and not popular. We'll introduce the SSL protocol. The payment process of the credit card based on the SS protocol is shown in this figure. At present, customer browser, merchant service, bank gateway, etc. all provide support for the SSL protocol. The credit card payment process is as follows. First, the customer select product, choose credit card payment, and submit the order. Second, the merchant confirms the order and guarantees payment information. Third, the customer fill in the card number and the password and submit them to the card deposit bank. Here, the SSL protocol comes in. Fourth, the customer deposit bank make the payment and remind that the payment is successful. The SSL connection is finished between the cardholder and the bank server. Fifth, the merchant deposit bank sends a successful payment message to the merchant, and the merchant delivered goods to the customer. Sixth, at the unified settlement time specified by the bank, the customer deposit bank transferred the funds to the merchant deposit bank through the financial network. Seventh, the merchant bank confirms the merchant. At this point, the credit card payment process based on the SSL protocol is finished. The credit card payment process based on the SSL protocol has following three characteristics. First, in the payment process, only card information is encrypted, but the commodity information is directly transmitted to improve efficiency. Second, it uses symmetric and asymmetric encryption technology to ensure the integrity and the confidence of information, and use C certificate to check counterpart identities. Third, certification for merchants and banks is optional, and it improves payment efficiency. The payment model based on the SSL protocol is convenient with low cost, high security, and mature product. Most of large commercial banks in China adopt this payment model. For example, the Pony Card of ICBC, the Great Wall Card of BOC, and the Dragon Card of CCB. The second type of e-money is eCash. What is eCash? eCash is a currency in form of electronic deed. It is well accepted by customers and merchants in e-commerce. It features security, anonymity, convenience, flexibility, and low cost. eCash is invisible. Cash becomes encrypted digital sequence. They carry the same currency value. eCash is best suitable for small sum transactions, such as the payment and settlement of C2C. Now, look at the payment process of eCash. First, the customer opens an eCash account at bank and exchange for eCash. Second, the customer keeps eCash in an e-wallet. Third, customer chooses product, submits orders, and chooses to use eCash payment. Fourth, on receiving eCash, the merchant can verify it directly by using the bank's public key. He can also send it to bank for inspection or exchange for cash. Fifth, with the bank inspection, the bank will check the record through eCash database. Sixth, then the bank informs the merchant to confirm or transfer the funds to the merchant account. Seventh, next, the merchant delivers goods to the customer after confirming the validity of eCash or exchanging it for cash. This is the entire process of eCash payment. Next, let's look at the application and the solutions of eCash. At present, many well-known international companies provided eCash application solutions, since there is no unified standard among the issue institutions. The payment settlement system for eCash is still development. eCash also has a good development in China. For example, the People's Bank of China has conducted pilot product for eCash optional in Beijing, Shanghai, or other cities. The following are several popular international eCash solutions. First, Netcash. It is an unconditional anonymous eCash system for online transaction developed by DigiCash. Second, eCash. It was developed by the University of South California in 1995, but it is no longer used. Third, Cybercoin. It is an eCash payment system launched by Cybercoin. The third type is eCheck. What is eCheck? eCheck is a form of payment made via the internet or another data network designed to perform the same function as a conventional paper check. eCheck usually includes payer name, financial institution, account number, payee name, check amount, etc. eCheck needs to be digital signed confirm the information of the payer, the payee, and the bank account. Then the financial institution will perform the payment and the transfer. At present, typical eCheck system include eCheck, NetBill, and NetCheck, etc. Generally, the costs associated with issue eCheck are notably lower those associated with the paper check. It is estimated that while traditional check may cost as much as $1 to issue, an eCheck costs closer to $0.10. This is the payment process of eCheck. First, the buyer submits order and chooses to pay by eCheck. Second, the buyer fills in the info, signs with the private key, and then encrypts it with the public key of the seller to form an eCheck file. Third, the file is forwarded to the seller, and a payment notice is sent to the buyer's deposit bank. Fifth, on receiving the eCheck file, the seller describes it, verifies the payer's signature, endorses the eCheck, and signs the bills with the private key. Fifth, the eCheck and the signed bills are sent to the seller's deposit bank. Sixth, the seller's bank verified digital signature of both parties. Then it sends an eCheck to the buyer's bank. Seventh, the buyer's bank verifies the seller's bank and the digital signature. Then it makes the payment. This is the entire process of eCheck payment. Next, we'll look at eWallet. eWallet is a software and make a transaction secure and keep records. eWallet can only be loaned with e-money, such as credit card and eCash. The amount info and the payment instruction are encrypted and transmitted in it. What is the software like and how does it work? When using eWallet, users has to install software first. It has two parts, a eWallet manager and e-transaction records. The eWallet manager is used to store info required for payment, such as credit card, eCash, or digital certificate. E-transaction card is used to save users' shopping records. That's all. Thank you for listening.